don't you talk about my mother that way. And don't talk about me that way. I am here. I am in this room. I'm a person. I am not a chair Harry?
What is it, baby?
Get away from her!
You get away from her!
Gentlemen?
Nancy, I'd like you to meet Dr. Loeb. He's here to help you. Dr. Loeb, I'd like you to meet Nancy Archer.
My God.
Doctor?
This is impossible.
Well, that certainly takes a load off my mind. I thought I had a problem.
24 hours ago, she was a normal-sized woman. Note the hormone levels.
The levels are anomalous, but they couldn't account for that.
I'm not a that.
Of course you're not.
I don't care what caused it. I just want someone to fix it.
We must get her to a controlled therapeutic environment. I have a private clinic. It's very secluded. That's why Harry...
Sanitarium? No, I'm staying here.
Mrs. Archer, Nancy, don't you want the security?
I'm staying here!
Yes, I think home treatment would be less stressful for everyone.
And you don't have to worry about the money. Anything you want, you can have. Just ask my father.
It's all boilerplate, Nancy. You don't have to look at them.
How am I supposed to sign these?
You don't have to. You use the paint to sign the cardboard. Then I take your signature and I reduce it and put it on the documents. Now, I've spoken to the lawyers about it, and they tell me that under the circumstances, it's essentially legal. What?
Blow them up.
What?
If they can reduce my signature, they can enlarge those contracts. Get a billboard painter or something. I want that fine print 6 feet tall.
Well, I simply will not have the details of my business pasted on the side of a barn for the world to see.
Then you better find a new business, because I'm not signing them until I can read them.
You've had a long day. I'm sure it's been very stressful. Perhaps you ought to go back in go back in and rest.
I like being out here looking at the stars.
Of course you do. We all like the stars. They're very pretty. But you have to take care of yourself. You have to...
Father.
Hey, how'd she get so big?
Something that UFO bounced up her hormones.
Will your father be joining you?
He has a meeting with the town council. Tonight's just for Harry and me.
Do you want to check the position of the truck, make sure it's where you want it?
If it isn't, I'll move it myself later.
Suppose you could.
The world is my dollhouse, Dr. Cushing.
You seem to have made a certain adjustment to your condition.
I'm not saying the old Nancy still isn't in me. I can hear her inside, rattling around in the dark, bumping into things, always apologizing. But less and less. Less and less.
They've all gone, Nancy. Would you mind coming outside for a moment?
I'm due for a stretch. Can I give you a lift?
No thank you.
How can we grow as women if we can't trust each other?
Doctor, what are you doing?
Doing? I'm merely taking a...
So what's in this amazing colossal spike?
Oh, just a vitamin soup with a mineral supplement chaser.
Doctor.
Vitamins and minerals, as I said.
And
a very mild tranquilizer.
Valium or that stuff they use on racehorses?
There's no need for this.
Well, I disagree. The situation is difficult enough without running the risk of anxiety on her part. I have the husband's authority and the permission of her father.
What about my permission?
It's really for your own good, Nancy.
You're the one who looks like he's having a little anxiety, Dr. Lowe. Maybe you need this more than me. I don't like needles. Nice try. California Chardonnay. Not too pricey when you buy in bulk. Cheers. Isn't this romantic?
You bet.
It's a lovely night.
Yeah. Beach.
Stars seem so close. Close enough to touch. Close enough to hear you whisper. When was the last time you and I sat down like this?
We've never sat down like this in heaven.
I mean in general. You and I as a couple.
What?
We don't talk enough, Harry.
Talking now.
No, I mean really talk. This thing that's happened to me, I think that it can bring us closer together if we give it half a chance.
Sure, what do you want to talk about?
Harry, have you ever thought much about Gulliver's Travel?
What?
Gulliver's Travel.
The book, Gulliver's Travels?
What's wrong?
I can't say as I have.
I am. Quite a bit. I started to think of myself as Gulliver, suddenly surrounded by all these toys and playthings. And I've begun thinking about possibilities.
Exactly what possibilities are we talking about?
Adventure, Harry. New dimensions, new horizons. Leave the manicurists and the cocktail waitresses down in the foothills, Harry, and look up. You don't want to get rid of me.
Who said anything about getting rid of me?
You don't want me in some sanitarium or a zoo. Think about it, Harry. You'd be the envy of every man alive. There are pleasures waiting for you that no one's even dreamed of. Magic. Love on a scale of God. Thinking about it, you can tell.
Easy. What are you suggesting? Jesus, Nancy, this is sick.
Sick.
Unnatural and sick and freakish.
Who precisely are you calling a freak?
You. I'm calling you an immense mistake and an enormous, pathetic freak.
I'm trying to share something with you, Harry. I'm trying to save our marriage.
By suggesting that you and I... What did you expect me to do? Get a wetsuit and a flashlight?
You son of a...
You were sad before. Now you're just a big joke. If you knew half what Honey Parker knows about being a real woman.
Insect. Tick. I offer you a landscape and you cling to a glass doorknob.
Honey's better in bed than you ever were. She's even better than your cousin Vera.
Vera? You slept with Vera? I'll kill her. But first, I'm gonna pop your head like a little Concord grape.
Nancy spots a glowing UFO in the desert. The encounter leaves her with a strange glow and a sudden, massive growth spurt. As she towers over her mansion, she doesn't just gain height, she gains the confidence she lacked her entire life. No longer the victim, she realizes she can literally crush the problems that used to haunt her. In the 1993 remake of Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, Nancy Archer is a gentle, wealthy heiress living in a desert town, trapped between a philandering husband, Harry, and a father who only cares about her inheritance. She is the town's poor little rich girl, until a late-night drive changes her DNA. The climax hits when Giantess Nancy, now 50 feet tall and draped in a makeshift toga made of upholstery, marches into town to find Harry. He's at a local bar with his mistress, but he can't hide from a woman whose footsteps shake the foundation of the building. She reaches through the roof, plucks him up like a toy, and carries him into the desert. In a campy, neon-soaked finale, the town authorities and the military corner her. Just as the situation turns dire, the UFO returns. Instead of a tragic end, the aliens beam Nancy and a terrified Harry up into their ship. The film ends with Nancy finally in charge, living her best life among the stars while her husband is relegated to being her literal trophy husband in a cage. Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, 1993, is an HBO science fiction comedy drama, directed by Christopher Guest and starring Daryl Hannah as Nancy Archer, a troubled, wealthy heiress. After a close encounter with aliens, she grows to 50 feet tall and seeks revenge on